Okay?
Wait, I'm writing that down.
Here's a good question for you. If you had 1,1-dibromoethene, can you have cis and trans? So if you have 1,1-dibromoethene, cis and trans, think about it. What's ethene? C double bond C, right? Dibromo, is this cis or trans? Is it either? It's neither, right? 1,1-dibromoethene can't have cis and trans, because watch. These two are the same, and these two are the same. There's no cis and trans with 1,1. So it has to be 1,2-dibromoethene to have cis and trans. Okay? All right. Let's see if y'all can name these. Or let's do them together. What's the longest possible carbon chain here? There's 4. Okay? So this is butane, right? Except that it has what? What does it have in there? Is this ending correct? No. It's butene, isn't it? Because that's a double bond. What else does it have? So we've taken care of these guys here. It has chlorine, doesn't it? It is 2,3-dichlorobutene. Are we finished?
No.
What else do we need? We need a cis term, don't we? It is cis 2,3-dichlorobutene. Woo! Megan, good?
I have a question.
And other than teaching this, do you ever use this in real life?
When you read a shampoo bottle or your ingredients list, if you see stuff like
So
this,
what
you
is
should.
that actually?
What
Is that in common?
This compound here? I don't think you would ever see this compound. Is that what you're asking? Would you
Yeah,
use
what's in
this
layman
compound?
terms? In layman terms.
You would never see this compound. I think it's probably toxic
Okay.
because of the chlorines on it. Somebody else had a question. Yes.
How come the CH3 appendages are not considered methyls as part of
Because they're part of the butene chain, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. I've taken care of these 4 carbons. They're not.
And 4
It's not a
carbons.
methyl group. Remember, you can't have a methyl group on the one carbon or the end. Those are taken care of as part of the 4 carbon chain, right?
But I thought the 4 carbons were like a gas.
That's if it's an alkane. Well, it doesn't really matter if it's a gas or not for doing this. Let's do this one together. What's the longest possible chain? 4 again, right? So it's still butene. What is it?
Butane.
It is what? 2,3 dibromo butene, and it is trans. All right. What about this one? Longest possible carbon chain? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still butene, right? And it is, it's not cis or trans. Oh, it is trans. Trans to butene. And I think in a minute they're going to not put the 2 in there. And the 2 is a little bit redundant because if it's 1, you can't have cis and trans. I think the 2 is necessary here.
What's the 2 for?
It tells me where the double bond is.
And I know them right.
Yeah, you can put it in -2 butene -2 butene. Sometimes you will actually see it written right before the ene, but normally it's put before the butene part. Bless you, again. Everybody's allergies.
Trans 2 butene.
Trans 2 butene.
So the 2 is,
Trank 2 is the position of the double bond. That's why I think these right here, you should have a 2 right here. I don't agree necessarily with what they have here. Because if you're going to say that this is 2 butene, then these are also 2 butene, aren't they?
yeah.
So I think there should be a 2 in here as well. Let's talk about some reactions with alkenes, right? The only reactions we gave with alkanes were just combustion reactions. There's 2 common reactions we're going to talk about with alkenes. And why do they have this right here? Anybody ever bought any vegetable oil at the store? What state is it? If you buy vegetable oil, what state is it? Solid, liquid, or gas? It's a liquid. Anybody ever bought Crisco? It's vegetable oil,
It's solid.
but it's a solid.
It's shortened.
Makes cookies and your biscuits taste better, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Why is it a solid if it's vegetable oil whenever I buy vegetable oil as a liquid?
It's shortening. It's not oil.
It is.
Shortening.
All vegetable.
All vegetable shortening.
How do they make it that? It's vegetable oil. They've done something to it, haven't they?
The hydrogen.
But if you look on the label, in the bottles, it'll say oil, vegetable oil, that says vegetable shortening.
That's because they've done something to it. They're not allowed to call it an oil anymore.
That's right.
You make your point.
They use these fancy
But
words.
it started off as vegetable oil.
Because you can melt it, and it melts down to oil.
It does melt very easily.
It does.
It's still not an
When you
oil.
put it in a frying pan, you can turn it into that oil.
It's still not an oil. No, it's still not the same.
Well, it will fry things.
Oh yes,
just like
you
the
can.
oil will.
Oh, Crisco is great for frying chicken.
That's right.
Awesome, makes great fried chicken. That's what my mama uses, and it's good.
And you can get the Crisco in the liquid bottle, or the Crisco like that, and put it in the frying pan, and this is going to
Don't buy Crisco. It's not good for you.
But it, well.
But it tastes
Yeah,
good.
you gotta have it.
If you're gonna make biscuits properly, you need Crisco.
Fried chicken or pork
Or
chops or
fried
anything, you gotta have it.
It's not good for you.
Oh, I don't care, I'm gonna eat
People have lived a long time.
Yeah, with heart disease, coronary. Why do you think they're all getting bypass
That's
surgery?
right, I don't smoke or drink or eat, so I'm gonna
You
eat.
gotta have one vice.
That's right.
Mine's Diet Mountain Dew. You can eat Crisco.
Straight out of the bin.
Oh, no.
Remember what I talked about? They're gonna hydrogenate the oil.
Yeah.
Hydrogenation, so if you go and look and you see the label, it says partially hydrogenated soybean oil. Sounds nasty, doesn't it? All they've done is add hydrogen to it. They've broken the double bonds and added extra hydrogens to it. And what does breaking those double bonds do? Well, the double bonds makes it all kinked up so it can't get together and hold on to its neighbor, so it's a liquid. When you break those double bonds and add hydrogen in there, then they lay nice and flat, and they join onto the neighbor, and they make fat. And what do those hydrogenated oils? If they make fat solids here, where else do they make solids at? In your arteries. Isn't that fun to think about? So next time you're frying that chicken or eating that biscuit, you think about that.
Oh, I know that. I'm very aware.
It does taste good. I give you that.
It's okay in moderation.
It is, that's exactly right.
Yeah, but those people that are frying stuff like 4 times a week.
Yeah,
they're
no, you
gonna-
can't, I mean, you can't do that, but, you know.
Like,
Once in a while, most people don't fry
Yeah.
everything they eat.
Once a month's good. There are
Once a
people.
week.
There are people that eat fried foods like 3 times a week. You know.
Once.
There are people that that's the only thing they know how to do to cook food.
Oh, I
I
know.
mean,
They're the ones that,
no, there's grills. I mean, but you can eat it once a week. You can have fried chicken once a week.
we need to get some AEDs up here for when she goes down, we'll just like. Okay.
My cholesterol's good.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna talk about two reactions. We're gonna talk about hydrogenation and hydration. Hydrogenation is the addition of hydrogen, and hydration is the addition of water. And we're gonna show how that works. Note that for water, they draw it like this. Remember us drawing it like that? Because we're gonna break this water like that, okay, when we get there. So let's look at it. Here's the first one. They really should have drawn these like this. Right? Draw. Here we have an alkene, and here we have an alkyne. If I add hydrogen to this alkene, now you have to have a catalyst. I normally would just write platinum. It will make an alkane. I need twice as much hydrogen if I have an alkyne, because now I gotta break and I gotta add 2 hydrogens to each side, and I still make an alkane, right? So here I'm adding these 2, here I'm adding 4 hydrogens, right? So the stoichiometry in the balanced reaction tells me 1 mole of hydrogen for an alkene, 2 moles of hydrogen for an alkyne, okay? With a catalyst. You have to have something to catalyze this reaction. If you just take hydrogen and do it, it doesn't work. So how do they hydrogenate oils? They put hydrogen through it and they use a metal catalyst like platinum to cause it to work. They pass the oil over a platinum catalyst and they bubble hydrogen through it at the same time. So, let's do this together. Write an equation for the hydrogenation of 1-butene. I'm going to draw 1-butene. Everybody agrees that that's 1-butene? Except that my H's look like kindergarten. Okay. There's 1-butene. My double bond is on the first carbon, right? Everybody sees that? Hydrogenation means I'm going to add hydrogen. I need a catalyst, so I'll just say platinum. And what do I wind up with? I'm not going to put all the hydrogen on there. Like that. Note the difference here. This was a double bond. It's now what? It's a single bond. And I've added an extra hydrogen on either side. This carbon originally had 2 hydrogens, now it has 3. This one had 1, now it has 2. Okay? Does everybody see that? Megan, you're shaking your head no. You're not even looking. So you can't see it if you don't look. This carbon had 3 hydrogens.
I know I don't understand how you got from there to there.
Because I'm going to add a hydrogen. So if I have, let's change colors here. If I have hydrogen coming in like this, one's going to go to this carbon and one's going to go to that carbon.
And it automatically takes away the double bond.
Yes, it takes away the double bond.
Okay.
Because it can't go there and still have a double bond, because this carbon would then have how many bonds on it? 5. And carbon can't have 5 bonds, it can only have 4, right? So it has to break that double bond so that each carbon then only has 4 bonds, okay? Good? All right. And that's what this talks about, right? Here's oleic acid found in olive oil. Olive oil is good for you, right?
Yes, I love olive oil.
That's all I use to cook with normally.
But it's not good for chicken. It'll burn chicken really.
I don't even use butter like when I make like scrambled eggs or something, you know, my mom used to put a little bit of butter in a pan. I use a little bit of olive oil in there.
For eggs?
Yeah,
I do that too. You can't take that.
see?
Doing bacon too, like brownies.
Yeah. That's what I use.
It's good
Somebody
for
go get
lots
that
of things.
AED.
It's got for lots of, good for lots of things, but not.
But when you hydrogenate it, you make stearic acid. It's a saturated fat, right? Saturated means it has the maximal number of hydrogens. This is an unsaturated oil because it has less than the right number, the full number of hydrogen, because it has a double bond, unsaturated. We replace that double bond with hydrogens. It's now saturated.
So can a triple bond also be unsaturated?
Yeah, triple bonds are unsaturated as well, and we can saturate them, but it just takes more hydrogen, right? You have to add 2 hydrogens on each side instead of 1. It takes twice as much hydrogen to saturate a triple bond. Yep.